Okay, continuing further with the next topic to be discussed among you is representing decimals on a number line. Now you are very well aware about the number line. Numbers which are written on a line are called number line. Fractions we had seen how to represent on a number line. Now we are going to see how the decimal numbers are written on a number line. For example, represent 0.6 on a number line. So this is a decimal fraction 0.6, but if I get convert into simple fraction, that will be 6 upon 10. How 6 upon 10? See, after point I am having one digit, that is 6, right? So after point, if I am having one digit, means the 6 will be divided by 10. I cannot write 06 here. 0 I had added to make the numerator and denominator digit same. So now when you convert into simple fraction, the zeros what we had added before the decimal point should not be written in the numerator. Only the number should be written in the numerator. But the thing what you have to understand is, after point I have one digit and one zero comes in 10. So the 6 will be divided by 10 as a denominator. So 6 upon 10. Now children, out of this it will be very clear to you that between 0 and 1 there should be how many total parts, as the denominator here is 10. So between 0 and 1.0, that is 0.0 and 1.0, the total division, the small divisions you can see, that should be of 10 equal parts. You can check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this big one is 10. Where it comes 1.0. Again 10 divisions, small 9 and big one 10, there is 2.0. Again 10 divisions, small, and this is a 3.0. So as this is 10 here, 6 divided by 10, between the two numbers we had divided this into 10 equal parts. Now I have to represent 0.6 in the number line. So 0.0 is smaller than 0.6. So definitely it will come after 0.0, and 0.6 is smaller than 1.0, right? So in between 0.0 and 1.0 you have to show 0.6. So start counting. This is 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and here 0.6, right? Here is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 10. That is 1.0. As we divide 10 by 10, it will be 1.0 or 1. Okay, now this is what we have represented, 6 upon 10, that is 0.6 in between 0.0 and 1.0. Now here they are given, can you represent 2.3 on a number line here? Now it's very easy for you. See, 2.3. So this is but natural, 2.3 is bigger than 2.0. Right? 2.0 is smaller than 2.3 because 2 and 2, the whole numbers are same. But check the decimal number. So 0 and 3 is bigger. So 2.0 is smaller than 2.3, but 2.3 again is smaller than 3. So this 2.3 will come in between 2 and 3. So where 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Is this clear? So these are the two numbers what we have represented on the number line. How to decide that we have to take how many parts, that we have to, the first digit will be converted into simple fraction. The denominator, either it comes 10 or what, you have to go with the equal parts in the number line. Okay, now coming on to the next topic, that is decimals as fractions. Now these are the decimal numbers, you have to convert them into simple fraction. As I said earlier, before decimal number, that is a whole number, and after decimal will be a part of your fraction or decimal part. So 1 is a whole number is always written besides fraction part. And 0.2 means after point I have only one digit written, that is definitely 1 0 is in 10, so 2 will be divided by 10. So either you can write 1 2 upon 10, or this whole number will combine with the numerator. This whole number will combine with the numerator. This 2 instead it will become 12 upon 10. Both the ways the answers are right. Then the next is 3.8. Before decimal we have a whole number. It is always written with the besides the fraction bar. So 3 is a whole number. After that we have 0.8. Then after we have only one digit. So 1 0 comes in 10. So 8 upon 10. So combine this whole number and numerator together. Whole number will be written first. So 38 upon 10. The same example 3.46. 3 is a whole number written with the fraction bar. After we have two numbers 4 and 6. So this 2 0 comes in. See, after point I have two digits 4 6. 2 zeros comes in 100. So 46 upon 100. Combine this whole number with the numerator. Write 3 before 46. So sorry, here I have written. Here this 3 will combine with the numerator 46. So 346 divided by 100. Is this clear? This is your simple fraction. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now coming on to exercise 8.1. For this I have to go with the textbook. Page 167, number 1 of textbook. Write numbers in the given table. See, you can see they had given two figures before the table. You can check it out here. A, they had given three small pillars like in the, and below that it is written tens. Then they had given ones and they had given tens, TENTHS. This is nothing but you have to represent the same thing what they had shown as a part of a figure in the table. Okay, now as I said, before decimal the numbers in the place value are, see, just please understand, this is a decimal point. Before decimal the place values will be ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, what we write, right? Thousands, that you all know very well, right? 1, 10, 100, 1000. Clear? But after decimal we have tens, hundreds, thousands. We cannot write 1, 10, 100. We have to write 1 upon 10, 1 upon 100 and 1 upon 1000. Right? So, here as they had given the two diagrams, one will start with the number tens and another with hundreds, we have to make a place value table. This is called a place value table. They had given ones, tens, hundreds. So, 1, 10, 100. And this is after decimal point, that is TENTHS, as we are going to learn for the 1 upon 10. So the numbers which are after decimal point or written TENTHS have to write in this place value column. Clear? Okay, so now check it out. From the very beginning we will move from left to right. Okay, the first is tens. So how many pillars are given in tens? 1, 2, 3. Right? So how many pillars are there for tens? 1, 2, 3. So you will write 3 in the tens column. How many are there in ones? It is only one pillar. So that we will write in ones. Okay, now you can check it out in tens. How many they had symbolized for tens? 2. So you will write 2 in the tens column. Right? Similarly, in the B part, they had given, in the hundreds now they had given. So hundreds, the whole box you can see is drawn. How many times? Only one time the whole box is given. So that one you will write in the 100 column of place value table. Tens, do they had given tens? Yes, they had given. But how many pillars are given in tens? Again they had given 1. They had drawn 1. So write 1 in the tens column, that is before decimal. Do they had given this ones place value table number? No. In the B part they had not given ones number. So what we will do? We will symbolize it as a 0. And in the tens column they had drawn 4. So in the tens column place value table we will write 4. So I hope this is clear to you. I move on to question number 2 of exercise 8.1.